Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of June 2026. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Saggy. What do we got? The overall energy for the reading, the Nine of Pentacles. You're looking to be good, kind of keeping it steady here. You may be dealing with something a little difficult, but even through that, you show up quite balanced there, quite okay. Starting off the reading, you get the Ten of Wands crossed by the Hermit. There's something that shows up as an energy and it feels like you want to go through it in the sense of healing it, but it feels difficult. It feels hard. It feels like, oh my God, I gotta deal with this, but man, you know? So it kind of feels a little bit like that. And your focus, the Page of Swords, especially right now, because right now your energy is showing up as, I just want to chill. I just want to take it easy, you know? So dealing with heavy energies right now, it's kind of like, In the recent past, the Seven of Cups, that carries a sense of moving on from something. In your strength, the King of Cups, yeah, you're in such a, your energy is so light and so almost mellow, almost like, I don't want to overextend. I don't want to, you know, put effort into much. Like, I just want to, I feel so good and I feel so, you know, I feel good about where I'm at. I feel okay here. I feel cozy, you know, there's a cozy feeling to it. Your heart is open. It's just, you want to take it easy. It's almost like, okay, I've dealt with a lot of intense energies and I just want to break from it. It kind of feels a little bit like that. Yeah, you're allowed. In the immediate future, the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, taking it easy, moving somewhere, doing something. But again, easy mode. Supporting this reading, the Ace of Pentacles. You could be also starting something new, maybe a new job or something. And you know how that goes. We're not going to enter there as experts, right? We know what it's about. We're just going, we kind of learn as we go. No matter how much we know about it theoretically, when we put it into practice, it's kind of like a slow moving process through it. Like, okay, let's take it easy so that we learn everything as we go too. So I don't know if this is about a new job, a new project, something new is at play. So the energy of let's take it easy here doesn't surprise me then. In the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Ten of Pentacles. Something's going on at home or close to home for you. Maybe it's all of this. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. In your hopes and fears, the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, you see things going in a good direction here. You know, you anticipate that everything's going to be okay. There's going to be progress made here. You're going to be okay. You're going to learn. You're going to know how to deal with things. So you're it's beyond hopeful. I think you're optimistic. Not really. It's like, you know that everything's going to be okay here, you know. In your potential outcome, the Judgment card. That lands like a decision that you may need to make. But let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Nine of Pentacles. For the Nine of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Chariot. Interesting, because you're showing me a commitment to something that brings a lot of happiness for you, but you're also showing me that so if the path of this commitment is walking this way, there's your energy, independent energy, where you're on your own, you're doing your own thing, that's walking parallel to it. But this commitment is, you're part of it too. You have a sense of independence too, that you're kind of keeping to yourself there. But it all feels right. Like that's not a problem, that there's a sense of keeping it separate. I don't know what the fuck that means. but it feels right. Okay. Let me do the 10 of Wands. Come on. Come on. Man, the resistance. Yeah. For the 10 of Wands, you get the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, the Empress. The problem is not you, because you're moving forward. Your energy is steady and stable moving forward here. The problem is the other energy you're dealing with in a particular situation that's very meaningful to you, because they're kind of up and down. They're in or they're out. They're like, no. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Never mind. You know? So there's an in and out type of an aspect attached to them, while your energy is straight up forward. So it kind of feels hard, because it feels like at the end of the day, like, can I rely on this energy? But I have to, because I care for them. So, like, you know, so it's not easy. When your energy is steady and stable, dealing with the opposite of that, it's not going to feel easy breezy. For the Hermit, you get the 8 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's why you have your little sense of stability, because it's like, well, when things feel very, very hard here, in this situation, I'm going to go and do something that is only up to me, and it will only affect me, and I'm good there. So, like, maybe, again, working on a project, a job, something just for you. Because at least you know that, hey, nobody's going to fuck with this but me, you know? Whereas that, you don't have control over it. If they're going to present themselves as back and forth, what are you going to do? Like, force them to, hey, make up your mind right now? Well, I mean, you can. But no. Okay, so yeah, that's why it's shown up as almost having something to decide, because it's something where you feel more balanced, more like something is moving forward because I'm driving it there, you know? But like with this one, it's not up to you where it wants to move, or not just up to you. For the Page of Swords, in your focus, you get the 8 of Cups, the Sun, the Moon. I don't know. Things are unclear. Within this commitment, things are a little bit, I would say up in the air, just unclear. Just like you have no guarantees that it's going to go anywhere long term, or it's going to last, especially the way it's moving right now with the unstable energy in there. So it almost feels like sometimes that you don't want to even think about it. Like, I just wish I didn't know it existed sometimes, because I could be more focused on whatever it is I got to do for myself. Like, it's not as severe as, oh my God, this is so problematic, but I'm stuck here. You know, no. Like, you're not stuck there. You're acknowledging that. You're definitely you've developed a sense of detaching from it. You know, when it starts to feel very, very hard, very difficult in there, you're kind of like, okay, I'm going to go do my own thing. You know? But like in a way that kind of works for you, I think, by the looks of it. Interesting. Let me do the 7 of Cups. For the 7 of Cups, in the recent past, you get the Queen of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands. Yeah, because you were more in a place of, hey, it makes sense that I just walk away from this. If it keeps on bouncing in and out like that, you know, there's nothing here, especially if I'm looking at this from the angle of I'm looking for something stable here, and this is not stable. So from a logical perspective, from the, you know, looks good on paper type of an idea, it's like, okay, we need to get the fuck out of Dodge then. But then you couldn't. You know, there's that sense of, okay, yeah, it makes sense that we do that, but nah. So I feel like meanwhile, you've developed this little aspect of yourself that just isn't affected by the instability of whatever that is. For the King of Cups, in your strength, you get the 9 of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Emperor. You're doing something for yourself, basically. In the background of it all, Your goal, your focus is to grow, to learn, to grow, to be okay. Whatever happens, to still carry that sense of independence in which you can say, I'm okay regardless of whatever the fuck happens around me. I can count on me. So ultimately, that's what you've been building up to, and that's what you're still doing, despite whatever this is that you're attached to as a commitment. Let's do the Knight of Pentacles in the immediate future. The Four of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're acting from a place of you're upset. You're upset about something. I have no idea about what, but that's the energy you're coming from here. So you might be doing something or saying something, but you're kind of acting from that place of I'm so fucking pissed off that it's not even funny. So that's where the energy is coming from. You are thinking, no, it's not coming from there. It's coming from, I just feel that this is what I should be doing. I would beg to differ, because I see the Five of Swords there. So no, it's not a place of clarity for you. It's not a place that aligns with you necessarily. It's a place that your mind tells you that it aligns with you because it's trying to satisfy that frustration that you carry over something. So it's like, if I'm upset, I'm going to the zoo, right? And by the time I get there, I get so pissed off because who knows what the hell happened on my way there. How do you think my experience at the zoo is going to be like? Rather than, hey, I wake up, I have my coffee, everything's fine in the world, in my world at least, I'm going to go drive there, I got there. Hey, the weather is perfect, like everything is in place here. I fucking love the zoo. How do you think it's going to go, one versus the other? When I'm pissed off, when I got there, because who the fuck knows what happened along the way. How do you think I'm going to experience the same experience, from two different places? So this is a place in which you're definitely pissed off about something, but you're saying, no. Are you upset? No. Okay, good. I'm glad we sorted through that. So you're definitely pissed off about something, and then you're acting from that place over, not sure what. I just see you doing something, or again, saying or doing something, and you're pissed off, and you're no, I'm not. I'm very clear. Yeah, it's clear you're pissed off. For the Ace of Pentacles and the supportive energies, you get the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. You're kind of over something. You're kind of like, and it has to do with whatever you're not pissed off about. You're kind of over it, whatever that is. But you're still there. You're still dealing with it. You're still kind of playing around with whatever that is. And in all honesty, in your energy, you're kind of over it. You definitely want to be over it. Like you want to erase it from your existence almost. Like, I just want it to be gone. I don't know what it is. So, okay, well now it's starting to make sense why you would be pissed off at whatever that is. Because if you're over it, let's go back to the zoo. So I go to the zoo, but I've been to the zoo my whole life, and I loved it my whole life. But now I don't want to go to the zoo anymore. I'm kind of just going because it's a tradition at this point. So it's like, okay, so I'm kind of over it, How do you think this experience is going to go when I'm there? Do I not get pissed off at, the people there, the animals, do I not get like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so you're over it, but you're still part of it. So you're kind of taking it out on whatever it is because of your frustration of still being there while you're over it. That's where we're at with this. And I don't know what the hell this is about. I'm getting the sense of a job or something. You just want something new. You're ready for something new, but you're still there. And while being there, you're still pissed off because the new is not showing up, and then you still got to deal with this. And I'm still here, even though I'm over it. Da, 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 da. So you see how you're spinning in a vicious circle and nothing is getting basically resolved. You're still there at the end of the day, and it's going to impact how you're going to be there. You know? 10 of Pentacles in the hidden energies. You get the Death card, the Hangman, the King of Pentacles. There's a brand new chapter trying to open up for you. There's almost like a complete path, a different path that's opening up for you. Complete different path. So if you were a doctor your whole life, as of tomorrow, you're getting very, very drawn in the direction of being a skydiver, instructor, fucking know. Or a pilot, airplane pilot. I don't know. Something completely different. You're at that crossroad, energetically speaking. Given that it's in the hidden energies, I feel like you're not very clear about what's going on here for you. It's a split in the paths of your stability. It's taking you from one place to a complete different one. You know, it's not something similar maybe to like from doctor to, well, you don't want the long hours, you don't want the, you'll, I don't know, open your own practice and work in 2 days a week. You know, you're just not going to work for a hospital anymore. No, it's completely different. It has nothing to do with doctoring. Well, it would if the chute doesn't open, and then, you know, you would have to treat yourself if you injure yourself if the chute doesn't open. But, you know, you could put that to use, but it's still a different path completely. But anyways, in your hopes and fears for the 8 of Pentacles, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, the 3 of Cups. Something's shifting completely for you. It's like, it's a 180. There's everything. But it's not only in your stability, it's in your environment as well. So it's not just a job, let's say, or, you know, everything. It is for the better. The end result, at least from an energetic perspective, it looks like it's for the better. It fits you, you know, for where you've grown, what work you've put on yourself and things like that. Like, it fits this shift that may have happened within you. But it affects basically all your life. So, and I feel like to some extent you're seeing that, but you don't understand the depth of that. You know, not yet. You're kind of seeing things moving in a direction like that, in which your life may look completely different a few months from now, you know. For the Judgment card and the potential outcome, you get the 6 of Cups, the Devil, the 9 of Cups. Ooh, there's a soul connection there, and it carries a lot of unhealthiness. I don't know in what ways, but it carries a lot of unhealthiness. And at the end of the day, you're shown up as caring deeply for this connection. There might be a decision coming over this connection. Now, I don't know if it's coming from you or if it's coming from the other side, but I do see a decision landing on top of this soul connection here. You know, no fucking clue what that means. That could mean, hey, we're doing great here with our unhealthiness. Let's proceed. Let's, you know, or somebody's coming in and saying, hey, something sucks here. Do you want to look into it and maybe work on it and see what it is? Do you want to unpack that? Or, you know, so there's definitely a big ass decision that's landing on top of this soul connection, which I do see you caring deeply for it because it's somewhere really, really close to you. But it also carries something very unhealthy. So somebody's doing something about something there. I think it's you, but it could be not you, and then that forces you to actually deal with something there. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The King of Pentacles, the Sun, the Two of Cups. Things are changing a lot here. I feel like a lot more than where you're at perceiving these changes yet. Energetically speaking, things are starting to, like the way I see things happening in someone's life, like for example in my life, right? Before I could feel a process kind of going down and seeing it in real life happening, I feel like a lot of the times the energies that are kind of prepping everything for that process are kind of running in the background, and they move and they go in all sorts of directions, and that's why a lot of times I think we're kind of confused, like what's going on? Why does my life look like a fucking mess right now, you know? Because we don't know. That's when the energies are moving. And then when they start to settle where they need to be after that shift has been done, that's when we're going to start seeing it in the physical. You know, oh, okay, that's what's going on. I'm letting go of that, or I'm introducing that into my life, or, you know what I mean? So we're starting to see it more when things settle down energetically in the background there. And I feel like for you, what's going on here, there's a lot of changes. There's a lot of things that already settled down, so you may start to see how things are playing out and where they're going, but there's still a lot of movement. So things are still progressing, which means your process, even though you're starting to see certain things, is not done. You're still kind of going through a process of change. And if this is a change that's going to affect your whole life, yeah, I'm not surprised that things are still moving, because that's not going to happen in a matter of a couple of days. My life changed completely. It might show up like that at the end, but this took a lot more than a couple of days. And it's still ongoing. So, I don't know. I feel like your desire for right now is surround yourself with the best energy possible that you can find out there. That goes, you know, at work, friends, family, whatever you got around you. I feel like your intention is, I need to be around good energy right now. And I think you're right. I think that's going to help you stay balanced while things kind of shift there for you. Wisdom of the Oracle for you. Round and round. Exactly. Number 25. Oops. 25. There you go. Essential meanings, the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. The Oracle's message. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Okay, so you're kind of aware of the shifts here in the movement. Good. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.